Hey, what's up, everyone? Hey, guys, thanks for watching. So today, first off, I'm Jack with Sioux Falls Dent Repair. Today I'm showing you that was a little preview of what I'm actually going to be working on this afternoon here, or today. So this is a 2015 Ford Edge with a pretty big dent here on the back lift gate here, kind of down below, just below the license plate area there. Let's go ahead and kind of show you this one more time in case you didn't catch it on the beginning. So this is actually something I'm fixing today here using Paintless Dent Repair. Hey, what's up, Tim? So, doing this live on Instagram and just going to kind of show you as far as what we can repair using Paintless Dent Repair. So I will be having a full-length video on this after the repair is completed and be good to go. So, hey, what's up there, John? So, kind of some things that came into play on this type of damage here is obviously the top part there where it kind of rolls up along the license plate. It's actually got paint damage, so there's actually a minor crack in the paint here. We kind of brought it up to the customer, told them, hey, you know, this is damage that we can't fix. We don't do paint work or any means or anything like that. The only thing we can do is apply some touch-up paint, or potentially on this area. Let's go and show you here. So as you can see right there, I mean, it's pretty tough to pick up. Okay, there you go. Now you can see it. So there's hairline crack in the paint. So this is a very expensive color to repaint. It's called RR, is the paint code for it, and it's ruby red. So this is a very, very expensive paint to replicate and respray and stuff like that. And on something like this, we're going to go ahead and get this dent taken out, and then we'll go ahead and apply a little bit of clear coat to that paint edge there where it's cracked. And the customer was totally fine with that. They were just like, hey, I don't want to paint it, whatever. And we'll have this repair done here today. So this car came in last night just because with it being the time of the year that it is, we typically like to have people bring in the cars the night before, especially for big projects like this, to where the vehicle's dried off first off, and the guy was actually really nice enough to bring it in just washed. I mean, the thing is immaculate shape. It's a very good condition vehicle. And anyway, but before I go ahead and do any types of repairs or anything like that on a vehicle, all the manufacturers have certain stipulations. They call them OEM procedures that need to be followed when fixing the vehicle. So obviously, this is a group of engineers or people that design the vehicle telling you how it should be repaired. So as you would imagine, you want to go ahead and follow those certain procedures and do what the manufacturer of the vehicle, not what somebody says, not what some insurance company says, not what you know, the auto parts store says, whatever. Not hating on any of those guys, but when you're trying to work on a vehicle that was designed by a certain manufacturer, you want to follow what they tell you to do in order to repair it. So on Ford, for example here, in order to do any type of work on a Ford, we actually have to do a pre-scan. So before we do anything, before we take anything apart, anything like that, or anytime it is involved in any type of collision or has the battery disconnected, so a voltage loss, your battery goes dead, it should have a scan after the fact to reset everything. So anyways, you're probably asking, what the heck does that got to do with anything? So the reason being is, in order to fix this damage on the liftgate here, I'm actually going to have to take the interior trim panel off, lift up the liftgate, take some interior trim pieces off, and disconnect the battery. So obviously that's two things right there that indicate that it needs to have a pre-scan, or three things. It was in a collision of some kind. One right there, big dent. Second, I'm going to be taking the vehicle apart and disconnecting components on the rear liftgate assembly here in order to get the trim pieces off. And then obviously third, with the option of taking the battery off, that is a voltage loss. So there's three different reasons why this needs to have a pre-scan, and that's all outlined by Ford. So you only need one of those reasons, but we've got three reasons why it needs to be done here. So okay, so why do we don't run a pre-scan, or why do they want that? So what it actually does is it basically sets a baseline for how the car was. So it sets like a pre-existing condition, if you will. Think of it from like the health terminology. So basically the vehicle comes in and it's got some type of damage in it. And before we do any type of repair or anything like that, we want to run a pre-scan. So good thing I did. So I went out ahead and hooked up my scan tool here and ran a pre-scan on the vehicle and came up with a bunch of codes, but more importantly, came up with 4 codes specifically to the area that I'm going to be fixing. So this liftgate assembly, that's the back liftgate door. It had 4 different codes related to this one panel that I'm going to be working on. Now, obviously, if I didn't do a pre-scan, and let's say I get the vehicle all put back together and everything like that, and then I do a post-scan, so a scanning after the repair, and I come up with all these codes, and I'll show you these here in a minute, it would look as if I caused those, or the business that's doing the work, or shop, or whatever, however you want to word it. So it would look like, oh wow, me working on the liftgate here caused a liftgate ajar switch is a problem, so there's a code for that. The liftgate trunk position sensor #1, so there must be more than one sensor, but there's a position sensor that tells the liftgate, is it in the up position, is it like midway, is it, I mean, every manufacturer is different. Some of them it's just a simple, is it open or is it shut? Some of them have actual different positions that they can stop in. I believe it's GM on the Yukons and Tahoes, if I remember right. They'll actually have the liftgate set to where it only opens about 3/4 of the way. That way it's not so freaking high up in the air. So anyways, so that's another one of the codes that popped up here. The other one is the right pinch strip. So probably going, what the heck is that? So what that is on the liftgate assemblies and the weather strip assemblies on the sides of these, and they do them on some of the minivans and stuff have them on the side doors, the automatic sliding doors. There's actually a strip in here that if the liftgate is closing and it detects any type of pressure or resistance on this weather strip that's on the side of the door here, it actually tells it that, oh, something's obviously in the way, maybe somebody's hand, an arm, whatever, a tool or whatever, a broomstick. And it tells the liftgate, whoa, hold on, you're going to shut this mechanism in somebody's or in something. Abort mission, reopen the liftgate. So that's kind of an interesting thing that obviously that's a very big safety concern. And there's actually another code for that pinch strip is the pinch strip. I need to pronounce it right. But anyways, so that's kind of basically kind of wrapping that up. That's one reason why we run a pre-scan on all vehicles before we work on them. Because like I said, this one panel of this vehicle that we're working on, the liftgate, that's the only thing we're doing. It's got 4 codes for it. And actually, on top of that, let's see if I can actually pull up. And it actually had a bunch more codes in it as well. So just kind of going through the list. I don't really want to show you all this stuff, but it's got one for the PCM, so power control module, so that's 1. ABS system, 2. Accessory protocol interface module, so one of the modules in the vehicle, so that's 3. Digital audio control module, 4. DDM, the driver door control module, that's 5. Driver seat module, that's 6. Passenger door module, and the restraint control module, so that's 5, 6, 7. And 4 in the liftgate, so 7, 11. So there's 11 codes in this vehicle before I even start on it. And technically, sometimes when you disconnect the battery, it actually will set other codes because it's indicating that there was some type of a voltage loss. So anyways, that's enough for today. I figured I'd just kind of educate you guys as far as why we do a pre-scan and what the importance of it is there. Thanks everybody for sticking around and watching the video here. You'll be seeing this on YouTube as well in the future. So if you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section. Thanks for watching. If you need any kind of dent repair or anything, want to get a hold of us, direct message us right here on Instagram, or give us a call or text us at 605-250-1023. Thanks for watching.